Welcome to Public Administration 3601. I'm your professor, Dr. Ty Dooley. Looking forward to having a great semester, and I think we're going to learn an awful lot about public administration and hopefully inspire you a little bit to learn more. I'd like to go ahead and really touch base regarding the syllabi and the course description and kind of run through that a little bit. Just so you know, the class has a physical location in Clement Hall, room 117. It meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2:40 to 4:05, but that's only for the first class meeting. After that, everything will be online. We'll have our lectures online. We'll have our exams online. We'll have our discussion boards that we're going to go over. We're going to have everything everything that you need will be online, but we will meet physically for that first class meeting, right? That first class meeting, that first Monday, we will meet there at Clement Hall, 117, and after that, we're going to go ahead and have everything online. Now, if you want to get a hold of me, I have office hours on Mondays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We can do that via Skype or by a conference call or over the internet. I have also office hours on Tuesdays from 12:45 to 1:45 p.m. And then my physical location, as far as my office, is at McCord Hall, room 122. You can leave a message on my phone there, and that's 678-3349. But really, the easiest way to get a hold of me, though, is going to be via email, and that's going to be at tpdooley@memphis.edu. That's tpdooley@memphis.edu. And so if that would be the preferred method of getting a hold of me, and we can do that, that would be great. Want to go ahead then and kind of go over the syllabi just a little bit for you. There's a variety of things that I think we need to really touch base on and make sure we get these down. So the course description is, this is a course intended to provide a set of concepts and practices and trends of governmental administration in executive departments at the national, the state, and the local level as it relates to public agencies. By the end of this course, you should be able to provide analysis of bureaucracy, public budgeting, finance, public personnel management, and as well as other sort of aspects of the public service as it relates to administrative leadership. English 1020 is a requirement, or junior or senior standing. This course will serve as a guide for you in your journey and to explore and examine and understand the field and profession of public administration. This is an introductory course to familiarize yourself with the field of the profession. And there are a couple of different concepts that you need to go ahead and learn, and we're going to go ahead and make sure we have those for you. You're going to be able, by the end of the course, to demonstrate an understanding of the basic concepts, ideas, theories, and models inherent in a field of public administration, to demonstrate basic computer proficiency, demonstrate a written knowledge of the evolution of public administration in the United States. You're going to be able to demonstrate an understanding of the key roles that public administration plays in our society. And you'll be able to demonstrate knowledge through written assignments of the relevant methods used in our field of public administration as relates to research in public administration. These are going to be your guideposts, but along the way, hopefully, we're going to have a little bit of fun. So the format of the course, it consists of lectures by me and participation by you. So this means that you need to be prepared prior to the start of each lecture. We'll have lectures that will be posted at the beginning of the week, typically on Monday. Our week starts on Monday and it runs through Sunday. So typically by Monday afternoon, you'll actually have those lectures posted and uploaded. They'll consist of lectures that range in length from 20 minutes to roughly about an hour, and they'll be kind of segmented. If it's an hour lecture, it'll probably be broken up into two or three pieces. But you'll have those lectures. You'll typically have some sort of activity that you'll do most weeks. You'll have a discussion board you may have to post. There's a mini project assignment that's going to be due. We've got a variety of things to go ahead and make sure to keep you busy. But you've got your syllabi in front of you. So let's walk through those different assignments. So the first assignment, which is our mini project assignment, it's due by the end of week 3. That's going to be on a Sunday at 11 p.m. And there's a course schedule at the end of the syllabi, which gives you all those important dates that you want to make sure that you're familiar with. The assignment is designed to demonstrate proficiency in basic research, and it will be necessary for the completion of your policy brief. So this notion of making sure that everything builds on itself, and so sort of the dynamics that you utilize, for your policy brief. You may be able to go ahead and utilize some of those basic research sort of skills in your mini project assignment. And what that's going to entail is that you can form a group of 1 or up to 4 people. And right now we have 16 people in the class, so that would be a group, possibly 4 groups of 4. That's a possibility. You'll download 5 peer-reviewed articles from Google Scholar. And those topics that those articles will be based around will be assigned to you, and they'll be assigned to you by the end of week 1. So you'll basically have about 2 weeks to go ahead and conduct this exercise. So you'll download those articles, and then you'll write a 1 to 2 page analysis of the assigned topic, referencing those 5 articles. And to make sure that your analysis answers the questions that are going to be detailed for each topic, and I'll have those questions included when I upload that assignment for you. The format of the assignment should be single spaced in 12-point Times New Roman font with 1-inch margins, all the way around, and that's going to be due by the end of week 3. So just make sure you get that sorted. That's Sunday. We'll have 3 exams in the class. Those exams will be worth 100 points each, and you will. They are assigned again according to the course schedule. I believe those exams are, the first one will be February the 17th, the second one will be April the 7th, and then the third one will be April 24th. Keep in mind that the third exam is comprehensive, and it can replace your lowest exam score. So if you mess up on an exam, that third exam can go ahead and pull you out of the fire and rescue your bacon, so to speak. You'll have journaling assignments. There will be 6 of those. They're worth 5 points apiece for a total of 30 points. And the journaling assignments are as follows. You will produce a 1 to 2 page journal consisting of basically 250 to 500 words. And it's going to be based on a reflection of your readings really from the past 2 weeks. Those journaling assignments are actually due. They're spaced out, every other week. And so it's based on the previous week or 2 worth of readings. And you'll basically pull together and answer the following questions. How do the concepts or themes that you choose to highlight link to the broader sort of course themes? Why are these themes important? And how do they apply to real-world problems using your personal experiences, right, to provide some practical application and context for those? After you write those assignments, you'll develop a couple of thought-provoking questions related to those to what you've covered thus far, and you'll pose those questions in the discussion board. And then you'll have to do this by Wednesday at 11 p.m., which will give your classmates time to go ahead then and respond. And so their responses will be due by Sunday at 11 p.m. And again, make sure that you respond to at least 2. So that's sort of the thing. In order to make this work, everyone needs to respond to 2 posts. So your initial post is going to be there, right? So you're posting that. Then all of your classmates will respond to that. So that's 1 for them. But then they also need to go and respond to someone else, and you'll have to respond then to at least 2 of them. So hopefully that makes sense. That way we can create sort of a dynamism and a conversation, which is important to understanding and learning. You also will have a policy brief, and it will be a professional policy brief between 4 to 6 pages. and it will have a format of 1-inch margins for top, bottom, and I'm sorry, the top margin, and then the left and the right, and then the bottom margin will be a 1/2-inch bottom margin. And so there's a format in your syllabi in terms of that outlines exactly what's expected for the policy brief, including the heading. So the title will be executive summary. I've got those down there: context and portion of the problem, critique of policy options, policy recommendations, policy actions, and then notes and bibliography. So those can be your section headings, and then make sure you just plug and play into those. And so if you actually look at the description and the purpose, it should kind of help you out along the way. And we'll kind of follow up a little bit more on the policy brief at a later date in terms of how what my expectations are, but there'll be a separate lecture on that. So in sum, then the mini project is worth 20 points. The exams are worth 100 points each. The policy briefs are worth 50 points, and the discussion board posts are worth 30 points. Each of those are worth 5 points apiece, and there'll be 6 of those. So for a grand total then of 400 points for the course. It is expected that you log in and review everything and participate in order to be successful in class. You don't want to be disruptive of other students. You want to make sure that we are cognizant of each other and respectful of each other. We can disagree, but we don't have to be disagreeable in our disagreements. And then, I'm expecting you to go ahead and participate. If you happen to miss an exam or an assignment, they can be made up in the case of a serious illness, death in the family, and that's immediate family. And that needs to be verified with a written note from a physician or the other appropriate party. And also, if you are absent for a school-sponsored function, then that would also be the case. But again, I'd have to have some documentation relative to that from the entity in question. Late assignments, 10 percentage points per day will be taken off as relates to that, with no exceptions. Academic integrity policy, basically be honorable in all things. There is a link in your syllabi that you might want to reference, and it kind of details what is considered cheating, what is considered plagiarism as relates to the University of Memphis, and those things will be dealt with severely and up to and including anything ranging from a warning to expulsion from the institution. So just don't cheat. Cite and don't cheat. Just do your best and everything will be fine. And then at that point, again, in the syllabi, there is a course schedule from week 1 going all the way to week 15. And so having said that, I don't have anything else to say regarding the syllabi. Please review that. And I'm looking forward to having an outstanding term. Go forth and conquer. And I'll talk to you next time.